made a mess. Now I get to clean it up. Watch out, Stanley. Okay. I'm spread too thin. Stanley concurs. I hear my friend Raquel, whose birthday was yesterday.
How old is she?
I don't know. I wouldn't say it right now, Mom. I'm on YouTube. You don't disclose the age of a lady. I don't know. She's however old she is. She looks damn good. She's older than me, younger than you.
Really?
She's one of them queens. It was so cute. Her son did a birthday post and he was like, "Happy birthday, my queen." It was. I've heard people use that reference before, and I look, and the person that they're referring to, I just never, Queen Shmeen. That is no queen. Well, Rock's pretty queeny, huh?
Is that the person that is?
You know Raquel. Raquel, Shirley's daughter.
Oh.
In Sacramento. Aries. You know Raquel. You don't know Raquel? Okay. Maybe you do. Found this in the yard. I was walking the dog. That's why, you gotta be careful. Because some days I'll go out walking around barefoot and stuff like that. But you gotta be careful. But I'm always looking down like that. I am now more shit. Fucking Jesus. That's danger. Safety first. Anyway, today was a good day, Ma. How are you doing?
Very well.
Yeah?
It's a nice day.
Super nice. My birthday season's usually pretty nice wherever we live.
39.
Wherever we've lived, my birthday season, spring, is usually nice.
That's nice.
It's usually pleasant weather-wise on my birthday. And it's supposed to be like almost 80 this weekend on my birthday on Easter Sunday. This has been the best birthday week I ever had in my 49 years on this planet. Just, I never thought, I was telling Mr. I said, Mr. Iskey, I got a Suburban. I said, I got this, and you know what? I opened this box today, and I was so excited. I thought I was going to cry, honestly. Cause honestly, I've gotten a lot of really cool loot and stuff in my life. People have, there's been a lot of really thoughtful gifts I've been given in my life. In congruency to that line of thinking, there has not been a lot of instances in my 49 years that I've gotten what I wanted for my birthday. People buy me cool loot based on how they perceive me and what they think I should have. And sometimes that I look at this stuff, I'm like, who's this for? You know what I mean? I always find a use for somebody will like it somewhere, But I love giving gifts. I love getting gifts. I got this today. I'm so excited about this. I made cookies. Ma, these are like the best cookies I ever made. Cause I got this, and this is something I've wanted for years. I wanted this for years, and I'm like, dude, I can never justify what it would cost to purchase this.
I think that would be.
So I definitely up my cookie game. I almost keep spreading the love all over all weekend long, and I might even bust out the 3-pot crock pot and make 3 different kind of butter at once. And just happy Easter. Taos. Anyway, so, okay, pine saw. I'm going to shift gears, tell a story about pine saw. I told this story today. I was talking to my friend Carl. And, making me think, I wonder how many people have their stories like this. Because however human beings are, our foundations, you don't get out of your childhood. Nobody gets out of your childhood alive. It's like some people have different childhood experiences. Everybody has experiences that suck when they're kids. I don't care how easy people have. I mean, there's just people that have their stuff, right? Life is like a sushi menu. You got to try this, you got to try that. And so, this is how I look at it sometimes. And so, Pine Saw, you want up there, bud? So anyway, I was talking to my buddy Carl today, and I had to get pine saw. And the reason why I had to get pine saw is because every 2 days, 3 days, I mop the floors, and once, twice a week, depending on the weather and stuff like that, stuff like that, I vacuum the floors and shampoo the carpets. So. Things are busy around here. And so, I think it's interesting that I can even use pine saw. Because when I was a young girl, when Mom, every couple years, would have what we would call episodes. And the onset of these episodes were preempted by her vigorously cleaning with pine saw. Or it would start in like a restaurant. We'd get to go to we get to get like French fries with ranch dressing or something like that. And then she would be like, she would get a cup of coffee. And I'd notice that. Okay, she's drinking coffee. So she's wanting a stimulant now, And then we go home, and then she'd bust out and she would like go into what people call. I don't like how that looks. What people call like a manic state, a heightened state. See, what I recognize that to be is just somebody that feels powerless. That something big is happening in life. That's how I knew something was coming, because these, Anyway, and then she would break. She couldn't take anymore. Like, she wouldn't know what to do, and then she would go. Because I for years, I remember being 12 years old, going to libraries into the psychology department and reading up, like, multiple personalities and stuff like that. And so I completely, fully, firsthand understand how people fragment under extreme pressures and stress. And then I've, everything that I've come to find out is verified with what I've met through people, and how they respond in trauma responses and situations. And more people are going to get their chance. So, because so many people are losing their minds right now. It's crazy. People are getting all goofy, like no restraint. Come on, man, don't say that. Or maybe you should say something. I don't know, to each his own, right? Who am I? I'm just some contrarian. Did I even say it? Hi, welcome to my tube. My name's Marge. I'm a Hilk empath. I just like having these little talks on the way I feel about things. I don't think I said it. And so So Mom would start, and she'd clean all night, and I'd be like, "Oh God, here we go." Cause see, she would leave. Cause where we would end up would be like places like on frontage roads. This happened one time. I was just me and her. We'd moved back from Pasadena Robles up to Northern California, Redding, and I was like 12. 12 was a very hard year for me on this planet. My 12th year, it sucked. That was hard. Anyway, so we were moving back up to Redding, Central Valley, now the city of Shasta Lake or some bullshit. Somebody lost a bet, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, so definitely not the place it was when I grew up. It's an entirely different land. There's different parts. Anyway, focus, Marge. So we would end up in places like in moving trucks on dirt roads where she'd be driving, where it's maxed out on its electronic governor, because they put electronic governors that you can only drive like 70, 75. You can't you can't cruise it. That's it. Some people break them off, but it's illegal. Anyway, why would you do that? Don't be a dick. Just people are so crazy. Anyway, and we're out there on this dirt road, and she's all, because faith in God has always been has been a prominent focus, a primary purpose in our little family unit. And she's asking me, "Do you have faith in God? Do you have faith in God?" I'm like, "Yeah, I have faith in God. Why are you being, don't be nutty." just try, why are we, I'm trying to rationalize the situation, and she's like, "You better start praying." And then she starts turning off the headlights, and that was just too much that I compare. And then I went, because the truck was empty, she just told me that we were going to go drop it off down in Chico, and I'm like, "Yeah, right, Ma, sure, 11 o'clock at night, let's see where we end up this time." You know what I mean? And so you got faith. I'm like, and so I'm freaking in the back of this like, it was a Ryder truck, and I'm just like, "God, please help me, just put a whatever you do it for me now." Cause I mean, she was like, it was a straightaway, so she was holding the wheel, but I mean, it was pitch black. You could see I-5 like off into the distance. We were like on an old farm road and stuff, and we're up because the drainage ditches are on the side. And so I mean, it was a very scary situation. I mean, and I look at 12-year-olds, and my whole life I've looked at 12-year-olds, and I think about them in the situations that I've been in, and I'm just like, So it always started with Pine Sol. The episodes that Mom would have. Very interesting. Colorful life I've lived. And I'm here to share my experiences with other people. And if other people have... Because my buddy who I was talking to today, he said for him, it was bleach. Because people feel powerless. They don't know what to do, so they start doing things in their proximity that they can control. Oftentimes that's why people choose drugs and alcohol, so they can just escape from the dimensions where their troubles are over there. Their woes are over there. They're in a dimension over here where everything's great and wonderful. They forget all about it, but people spend too much time over here, and that causes more problems over here. And there's a great imbalance on this planet, and this full moon, man. Did you see the thumbnail? Anybody see the thumbnail? That's a big old owl I got with the moon last night, man. I was like, thanks for coming over and saying, "Hey, dude." The guy's like 2 feet long. This is the second time I feed him. He's like as long as my arm. He's ginormous. So anyway, I got an idea for a new YouTube. Not a YouTube. Misspoke. A new Facebook page. Because where I live, it's like the 90s. So a lot of people use social media around here. And I live on a road and it's 15 miles an hour. See, because I used to be that person. I used to drive so fast all over the place because I just didn't care enough about other people's lives. I thought that wherever I wanted to be was so much more important, and I just would cruise around. I drive fast. I was always very safe, very cautious. I drive fast. I'm an Aries. I'm 24/7, 365. I'm always gunning and raring to go. I also was telling my buddy today, Carl, I said, you know what, Carl? I said, you know what slowed me down? You know what slowed me down to where, like, I really got to stop and think about things? Working on the flight line where around all the big airplanes off at Air Force Base. That's what I did. I was flight line support. The speed limit is 15 miles an hour. That slowed me down. So, and now I drive like my grandpa. So I just cruise around the Suburban driving all slow. Oh. I don't know. I'm trying not to be nervous because it's like, I don't know, it's our first retrograde together, you know. I'm not even gonna. I'm gonna leave the van. I should probably just start it and let it run while I vacuum it out and stuff. But I'm not gonna sell the van during retrograde. I know I shouldn't live in fear and let it dictate my life, but that's two people's karma that we're dealing with, and I don't want to deal with none of that. So it'll just sit there, you know. Plus, I mean, between the two of them, my insurance is like $60 or something like that for the two vehicles. So, I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'll keep the van. I don't know. Maybe I'll just loan it out to people if they come visit instead of them having to rent a car or something like that. And they can go off and do, if they want to do stuff I don't want to do, I just like take the van. Sounds good to me. So, yeah. Yeah, Mom got a salad today at Wendy's. I stopped in. Got a salad at Wendy's. There was a couple sheriffs there. I put it on Twitter. Go look at the post. I'll just say go look at the post if you want to on Twitter. Third eye activated. Hashtag Taos, New Mexico deserves better or something like that. Oh, I'm feeling ornery. I'm feeling pretty cantankerous. How you feeling, Ma? You feel good? All your Sagittarian planets placements. Oh, and Venus came out last night. That was the first time I seen Venus since Venus came out at night, because Venus has been a morning star for a while. I think it's so funny that people are like, oh God, Mars and Gemini, God, it's been in this for 7 months. I'm like, dude, this is how I feel all the time. How people have like this, it's like driving with gas and the brakes at the same time. Which incidentally happened the first day I had the Suburban. Which is kind of funny to me. And and then the next day, that whole thing with the freaking butterfly valve getting stuck open with the screw that holds the air cleaning valve, or air cleaning lid on top, got stuck. That was, thanks God for helping me break it. It's like my life is a series of best worst case scenarios. That's, if I ever write a book, that's what I'm gonna call it. I've done videos with that title. You can't find them though. I think a lot of people's data drops off. I think a lot, because it says I've done over 2,000 videos. There's a lot of video. I mean, it's not like, I mean, that's what the problem with like YouTube and all that stuff is. It's storing all that, so they just let people's stuff fall off the back end. Because it just, I mean, and then you got like places where people think it would be cool to live, you know, so they're building like these ginormous data warehouses, all like, because they've been doing it in Omaha for years, and Omaha just says, hey, you don't got to pay these big companies, we'll make these special deals for you, you know, and then you don't got to, you know, and then but build your shit here, right? I never wanted to work for those companies. My buddy interviewed for them, and they came in with a stack of paper like this. And this is like 20, this is like 15, this is like 20 years ago. This is like years and years and years. This is a long time ago. And they plopped it down, and they said, this is your whole Google history. I mean, I'm as an IT professional, I find it very entertaining, the faith that people have in technology. Because, dude, you got anything they've been trying. I mean, they try. When I was in the Air Force, they flew all over the United States with the recce's just eavesdropping on everybody's conversation. And then, I mean, they get to, and then they declare who a threat is. I'm like, motherfuckers, we're the one going over there killing people in places we don't got no business being in, and you're deeming other people in a cave a threat to. Shut up. It's just. And then ever since then, more and more people are, oh God, it's nonsense. Oh God, it's bullshit. Oh God, this is a lie, and that's a lie, and that's not true, and that's, we've been deceived here, and then I mean, so there's like all these different worlds going on where people knows how things are really going down, but they're acting like this is how things are. Like, everything in DC, as far as I'm concerned, is an extension of Hollywood. They're all bad actors. It's all bullshit. Nothing that anybody does in either of those places helps anybody freaking, you know, stay in freaking clean socks and underwear with clean water. None of it hasn't, and the world's getting, it's gonna be a freaking hot summer. Hot summer. Hot. Heated. People that don't have emotional control now, they're going to lose their mother effing minds in ways. And dude, where there are no, like, if you go look at my Twitter page, you'll see that there are people, I mean, dude, there aren't people that they're going to just let people go because they don't got the people to stop them. Because the people that are supposed to stop them are just so unhealthy. So unhealthy. Bad choices. People have made a lot of bad choices the last couple few years, and I can relate because I made bad choices for years. Thing of it is you're supposed to get older, and as you get older, you're supposed to stop doing the crap that keeps you from getting up and doing something productive during the day. And yeah, it's great. You want to do your things that are for yourself, that, you know, you make all the money so you can get all the things, so you can do all the, it's nonsense, the materialist world. And I'm saying that, you know, I got that mixer thing, right? I'm thinking about like how materialistic, because that thing, like, I'm like, man, I can't believe that an appliance makes me happy. But here's the situation. I've been for 3 years, I've been making cookies. I wonder how many cookies I've given away in the last 3 years to people. My good karma cookies, just kneading them by hand. And now they're freaking, I forgot to put baking soda and salt in. I was so excited. I just took it. So, anyway. See, I look around, I'm like, but that's it. You know, it's like we have everything we need. Now, I'm going to actually get rid of stuff to make room for the stuff that we've got, that I'm getting for my birthday. You know, that's how I have to keep things balanced, because I don't ever want to think that I am so important, that I am so big, that I ever, like, because there's too many people that need socks and toothpaste and hammocks and sleeping bags and tents and insulin and stuff like that live on the streets, that should just be able to get this stuff, that have fallen so far down the cracks that they're not getting what they need, and that's just not okay by me. So I'm gonna keep teaching people how, you know, that of all the ways that you're there's so many different ways that people can choose to live their lives and to be of service. And whatever people do, that's what people don't understand. Everybody wants stuff. You do things for other people, anything that you want comes to you. That's like a kind of gravity that I've been freaking digging on for decades. Near 5 decades. I'm half a honey almost, Ma. Next year I'll be half a honey. Maybe I should have a big old party for my half a honey. Half a honey, half a hundred. My 50, the 50. I love a good party. My 40, that was kind of depressing. Like, that's when I figured that, like, people acted like they liked me more than they liked me. Like, I thought I had a lot of friends, and I figured out I didn't. That people just in the circles I was running in, those friends of Bill W's that I was hanging out with, just that I really thought we were like we were like when I hugged them, it like, and then I found no, they did. So I was actually, it was a couple weeks before my 40th birthday, and it was at a coffee where we were celebrating somebody's anniversary for multiples of 5 years of continuous sobriety, and I was standing there, probably eating my freaking meatballs or little mini sausages or something. And I was watching my girlfriend at the time, because I knew she was going to do something. I was turning 40. She wasn't, I mean, come on. I mean, anyway. So, so I'm watching her talk to this, like, woman that was, like, my life mentor, right? Like, I shared and I thought that this woman and I were, like, friends, and I went on to get another life mentor, but at least when I told her I was going to get another life mentor, I said it to her face. Like, we had a conversation, because, like, thanks for the last 5 years. I'm going to go this way, okay? Because people get their feelings hurt. And a couple other people did that to her, with her at the same time, because she had a kid. Things changed, stuff, people change. They, fall in line, out of alignment, happens all the time. And then she freaking, 2 other people did it with her, but they did it by text, because they're cowards. It's like breaking up with somebody. That's stupid. You just be a person, look people in the eye. It's not that hard. A lot of chickens. And I know I'm a spring chicken, man. Everything in my life has been scary that I've gone through. Oh my God, I think about it. It's been a crazy wild ride, man. It's been a crazy wild ride. Anyway, so I was watching her talk to my girlfriend talk to this woman that I thought were, like, cool and significant and stuff. And she, and I know that Shannon's like getting mad. Like, she's just like, and she's a Pisces, so she's getting really, and I can see what she's saying. And she's saying, well, I hope people show up. I hope people show up, because it was like she kept inviting people, and then, like, everybody else had all these other things to do. And I was like, that was the beginning of me. And then when Shannon dumped me, that sealed the deal. That's when I was ready to get out of Omaha. The Jesuit nation. Creighton. I worked there. I mean, anyway, I thought I fit in, and they were just faking. And once I caught on, I'll go back one day. I'll go eat at Block 16. I'll go see Mr. Iskey. I'll drive around, take some pictures. It's entirely different. That's another place. So you get a mentality that sets in, and they're like, we're in charge, and we're going to take all the people's money, and we're going to charge them all these money for taxes, and we're going to take it all, and then we're going to buy stupid shit with it, and we're going to, because this is my vision of how I always thought this, and I'm in control, and never mind. It's nonsense, and every time they get new leadership, it's just a constant cycle, and it's a drain, and and now like infrastructure is going down the toilet, and things are going to get ugly. But yeah, I ain't never really lived in a place where it's like done me no favors. You know what I mean? And these were people that I freaking like. I mean, I helped move. You know, like I went on retreats with these women. Like I watched them ugly cry and shit like that. You know, like I thought we were simpatico. Nope, I was wrong, and I will promptly admit it. F&A tweet. So I'm about 31-minute mark, so I'm about done. What else happened today? Oh, so that lady that I'm ordained. I can perform weddings, and so once people start wanting me to marry them, I'm gonna start marrying more people. Just me. I'll just be like, hey, I'll meet you at the John Dunn Bridge. Hey, Oka for hire. You want to get married? Smoke a doobie and go sit in the hot springs. Get married. We can talk about some shit. How fun would that be? Anyway, so I only married one couple, and that was on that 2-2-2-2 day. So the lady that I performed the ceremony for, she works at a hotel in Taos, and so I'm planning the logistics already. So I'm gonna bring my wagon. I'm gonna put it in the back of the Suburban. I might even go the day before and buy the flowers so I don't have to cut into my time away from Mom, because I just kind of want to just go in, park, walk through, give the flowers away, and then go home. I don't really want to hang out and stuff like that. Because I'm going to be really overstimulated, and we'll see. The story will unfold. So I'm gonna get I think I'm gonna go with like more smaller bouquets, because I did a walkthrough today and they had some that were like, I don't know, $12, $13. I can get a lot of freaking bouquets of flowers for, yeah. I have a little budget for it. So and then I'm gonna fill up the wagon with these bouquets of flowers, and then just find some single moms, and then because these is the kind what the frick. I was telling the neighbor, she like smiled, she was like laughing at me, she's like, find a friend. I said no. I was like, what? That is not. She's a Leo, so I guess she has 3 kids too. So I guess I know what her mindset is. I'm like, no, that is not. I was like kind of taken back. I'm like, no. I said this is the kind of stuff that I wish people would have done for Mom. You know. I've picked Mom flowers my whole entire life. Now she picks them for me. She likes to pick up the dandelions and stuff, huh, Ma? And we're gonna go hang out in the back in the garden, and she'll hang out in the garden, huh? Yeah, we like it here, huh? Yeah, it's pretty nice. So. I understand that there's places that heal people, you know, that heal people. Like there's so many ways and things that people can do to make themselves feel better. And the thing of it is like when you feel good, like I feel so good just with all the blessings that God has bestowed, you know? Just cuz I posted my original video on a comment the other day. The first video I ever did 6 years ago. It's called I put it in the community section. It's called Sharing is Caring, and yes I do. And I think about, when I started that, I thought about like, you know, what the life would be like in the next 6 years. And now I'm 6 years thinking about all the life that we've gone through in the last 6 years since I started this video diary here. And it's a trip, man. Our testimony is amazing. All the while, just like, thank you, God. Good orderly direction. Just keep continuing to do the right thing, and the right people will find you. All the way to our story is pretty amazing, Ma. We got a pretty wild story. And I got some freaking Ma, you want some red velvet cheesecake, Ma? Does that sound good at all to you?
Not right now.
Sounds good to me. Are you full?
I'm not hungry.
Boy, you ate pretty good. She ate good today. When the sun, winter, it's like everybody's like, I don't know. I don't eat as, a lot of people eat more. Like what are you, a bear? What do you got to hibernate? Like people just, cause it feels good. I'm out there, shoveling snow. I'm out there. You got every season. You got your P90X. Your poor man's P90X is what I call it. In the winter, I got shoulders. So I got stuff to do, and then in this, there's always ways that people can make their body work. Earn that food that you put in your face. Earn it, and people don't earn it. They think they deserve it. And it's causing for a gnarly society, man. People are all hurt and they feel bad. Everybody, so many are hurt. People are hurt and they feel bad, so they want like attracts like, so they want everyone around them to feel bad. I know what that's like. I put out that vibe. That's why I can't even reach 1,000 subscribers, because I've just been white knuckling it for the last 2 years, just trying to keep me and my family off the street, because it's not conducive. And all the while I've been trying to tell people, hey man, the cracks of society are only going to get wider. There's only going to be, people are going to, and listening to all the astrology. I saw the Leo Cub freaking had a melt. He's done with YouTube. He's done with it. Oh, you show everybody. You let them know. Be done. Be done. Cubs will never be kings. Never. Verifiable. All the time. Guy has a lot of useful information if he just gets out of his own way. And listening to people like him talk about being humble, having humility, and being a light worker and being of God. The guy is I don't know, he's probably a multi-millionaire, drives Mercedes, has the big stupid trucks, but he can't change his own tire probably. He can fix his own Scooby-Doo, his own jet ski. But I don't know. It sucks. It's hard work, but there is not really a maintenance job that I could not perform. Thanks, Uncle Sam, because I did my whole enlistment while he dipped in his toe and then felt compelled to save his life by smoking weed and getting kicked out. So where's the integrity in that? There's no follow through. Yeah, it sucked. But it was just 6 years, Sometimes you gotta suck things up to get your life in a better way when there's too many people living that best life. But they don't even understand what hard work is. Dude, reading charts and freaking, doing videos is not hard work. It's fun. It ain't digging ditches. Everybody should have their chance and rotation in life to experience what manual labor is. So they're, so they notice, so it makes them more observant of their environment around them. Because you got to think different. What do I know? Anyway, I think I'm gonna have another cookie and chill out and watch. What do you want to watch, Ma? Want to watch some Two Broke Girls?
Yeah, that was her.
They're fun. That show, man. They make me. That show makes me laugh. I'm trying to think of another show that makes me laugh. Like, cause this is probably the third time that I've watched. Like the third time. I don't know what season we're on, but I've watched it all the way through, and I'll just start it over from season one, and I'm doing other stuff. You know, it's just one of the rotation, and Mom's busting up, and I'm busting up. It's totally inappropriate. I see, it's completely inappropriate on so many levels. It's just, it's funny, you know. We're just spiritual being having a human experience, and man, sometimes, man, the freaking things the belly laughs just feel so good. It feels so good to laugh. We laugh every day pretty much, huh?
Yeah, yeah, but the poor.
Hey, Ma, that's thanks for not aborting me 50 years ago. I appreciate that.
Thank you for what?
Not aborting me,
Oh, for not.
having an abortion. Because it was contraception in the 50s, 60s, 70s. It still is. When people have 6, 7, I'm like, what do you got, a punch card? Freaking close your fucking you know. Chasing sensations, your penis pocket. That's about all I got for now. Hope you have a rad day. Peace.